Hi, Scotty!
Wow, so handsome! So handsome! Eh, kagwapo!
Oh, baby! Give Daddy. Shoop, 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 shoop. Give Daddy. Someone is doing her own classic flat leg. Guess who decided to visit? Visit the office. Say hi. Rar, rar. Hey guys, and welcome to my vlog. Okay. So, a very rare vlog day for us today, but I'm very excited because I'm about to show you the site and the team behind a house, not actually a house, 30 houses that we have been working on for more than a year. Sobrang ganda ng site. It's sloping and it's facing the city and the seaside. So I'll talk to you about the advantages and disadvantages of having a home on the side of a mountain and also what it takes for it to be safe. LLG architects will be there. We have project managers and contractors on site. And of course, I'm going to show you the location of the site and why I fell in love with it. Madam, are you ready to go?
But my baby!
What you doing? Are you gonna sleep?
Yeah, he's just eating pa.
Show them his costume now. Very baseball.
Chuding! Ang balay power!
Hey, hey.
Saka, left hand. Come on.
Happy?
Abi!
Happy!
Abi!
Align, align, align. Stand na, stand. What are you looking? You're looking at the camera? You want to be a vlogger?
Hi vlog!
What happened? Why were you able to change in like 5 minutes?
I just changed because I wanna work out later.
So Madame is not actually joining us to the site. We are going to be dropping her off because she's picking up her car.
My car is in the shop. That's why I changed.
Did you ever dream of...
Sky Podcast, you're listening to us. Good job.
By the way, guys, you're looking at the #1 podcast channel in the Philippines.
We're number one. We're number one.
So check us out on Sky Podcast.
Here in Cebu, you know what I mean? So when I travel with my friends, we always go out, we always like meet people, strangers, we hang out with them.
Bye.
I'm going out into the scary outside world. Bye.
Bye, love. Okay, so everyone's here. I'm the only late one. Okay, so we're now on site and this is one of the road excavations that we're doing. The rest of the team are going up already. And this is Pocholo, one of our team members. Guys, this is Lendel of LLG Architects.
Hi.
The genius behind the design. And Lizelle.
There.
This is where we're going to build the first house. And this is the view, guys. So the houses will be from that area, going all the way there, all the way here, up to that area, and this is what you'll be looking at. Imagine that. And that one is another road that we're constructing for a different layer of houses here. This is one of the devices that we are going to use so that we can actually lay out the proper road. This is the view, guys. SMC side, that's the sea. And this one is the new bridge that goes all the way to Cordova. Sun is setting now there and goes down to this end. So it's covered also. So you're like in between two mountains. Sobrang ganda. So one of our biggest concerns for this is that it is very sloping. So we wanted it to be as safe as possible. So what we did is we got a soil test to make sure the bearing capacity or the amount of weight that the soil can hold is up to the task and it won't erode as well. We are on the bottom side of the property, the road that we're doing. On top is one layer and we are gonna have another layer at the bottom. So when it's finished, it's gonna look like some sort of a mountain resort. There's gonna be houses here and then houses down here. I'll talk more in detail later about building a house that is safe when it's sloping, but basically it's gonna look like those houses. So it's not impossible, it's not hard, it's a little bit more expensive, but it can be done safely and there are advantages to building in a sloping house. Okay, pro tip. One of the most important things when you're building in a sloping land is to make sure that the soil is strong enough. Aside from the test, we wanted to make sure that we are putting our foundation in solid original ground. It's not backfilled or it's not loose soil. So just as an educated guess or a semi-scientific guess, that black line over there is the layer date na original, and that on top, the small portion on top, is the added eroded or whatever happened to this when they were building the road is the loose soil. So we just had to make sure that we dig deep enough for the foundation and we're good to go. So guys, like I said, loose soil, black, original soil. Really hard soil, loose soil, soft soil. A no-no. So not too deep, so very good. Pocholo, our head of sales. What do you think, Poch?
It's beautiful, guys.
So if you still can't tell, I'm very excited about this project. It will be beautiful, resort type living, very luxurious. It's gonna look like one of those villa resorts when it's finished. I still can't show you the final design because we are still working on some small details to finish it up, and I want to be able to present to you guys the very best design. But it's been a long day. It's time for me to go home. Hello.
Hi!
Hey, Mom.
Nanay mo, director,
Hello.
photographer.
Where's Kat?
There, outside. Very nice camera.
Kami ang adults na asa koan, playpen.
Ilis ako kay Kon.
Yeah,
I came from the outside. Hi, baby. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of living on a slope? And for that, niready ko yung trusty iPad natin. Okay, So a lot of people actually think that it is dangerous to live on a hillside or a slope. But if you really think about it, para lang siyang a 3-story house would have something like this, and this would be the foundation, and ito yung ground. So common, not a problem, we see it every day. But when it's on a slope, mukha siyang sa isip natin, at least psychologically, it becomes infinitely more dangerous. But if you really think about it, parang gumanyan lang yung property, and then ang naisip lang natin is that it becomes more dangerous right away. But if you're able to retain this side and keep the ground from slipping, wala ka ng problema. So all we are designing here is some sort of retention here. We did proper testings of the soil to make sure it is strong, and luckily enough, this was rock hard talaga. So our problem is actually digging into it. But essentially, if you have proper engineers, you do the proper test, it is not more dangerous. Kailangan lang ng added steps to make sure that the ground is suited for building on the slope. So the next disadvantage would actually be the costing. Again, you have to make sure that the soil doesn't go down. You are able to retain the soil, so there will be probably solid walls that will be done depending on the structural design, or even slope protection. So that's an extra expense that you will have to do. But for me personally, it is well worth it because of the advantage. Now, if you're living on a slope, you're most likely going to have awesome views. And not only that, if you're living on flat land, may bahay ka dito. Sabihin natin may view ka somewhere here. Sabihin natin mountain to, and may view ka, but you are on the flat side. So pag may nagpatayo dyan ng bahay, wala na, natatakpan ka na. But if you live on a slope, bahay dito, and this is where you live, even if may magpatayo ng bahay dyan, as long as yung subdivisions nyo may mga height restrictions, or as long as ito hindi siya magpapatayo ng high-rise building sa harap mo, you are essentially going to enjoy this view without someone else blocking it, even if may magpatayo dyan ng iba. So for this project, what we actually did on purpose, this was very advantageous for us because we got to design how it was laid out and how the lot will work seamlessly with one another or the other house from the next house. So ang ginawa namin dito is sloping siya, but this is the road, the first road, and this is the second road. Ang ginawa namin is yung bahay dito is like that. So ito yung slope niya. So yung bahay dito, the first floor is level with the ground, the second floor is here, and merong third floor na basement. So all of this is enjoying the view. Quick teaser lang, all of the bedrooms of this house will be facing the view as well as their respective toilets. So sobrang ganda dyan. And because we were able to do this design, the second house will also enjoy the same view without blocking the views of this house. So 1, 2, 3 na house, enjoying the same view. So this is from the side. So yeah, that's the biggest advantage of building on a slope. I've done projects on slopes before. Yung bahay namin is not quite on a slope, but a lot of the principles that we talked about here is still applied to our house because we live on the side of the mountain. Anyway guys, I hope this video has been fun, at least educational a little bit, at least inspired you to think a little bit outside the box when it comes to sloping. Kasi alam ko, when we talk about mga sloping, wag dyan kasi sobrang sloping yung bahay, hindi maging successful. Something like that. At least you know the possibilities and it's not that grabe or difficult to actually do. That's it for now guys. I'll see you later.